Ant One Studios in the Man Cave. We are reviewing Fatal Fury, City of the Wolves, baby. And I'm telling you, this game is fucking phenomenal. I've never played a game like this before. SNK actually outdid themselves, even beyond KOF. You know, I have KOF 14 and 15, and I also have the earlier versions like, you know, 96, 97, and 98. Great, but this is the shit. Watch this.
Fatal Fury, City of the Wolves.
Oh my God. I mean, that was such a great interlude for the game. I mean, if you look at Fatal Fury, City of the Wolves, that was a great, very deal. I mean, animation and everything was on par. You know, you look at Mark of the Wolves, the animation was good, but it was all pixel. And this here is really more defined. And this game is just, I mean, there's no words for it. It's fucking stupendous, man. It is so stupendous. I mean, there's everything in this game that you ever wanted to have. I mean, you know, seriously, it just... It's so great. It's one of those games that you can be able to just, you know, play and play, because there's so much you can get into, you know, online. You've got episodes of Southtown, you know, a tale of one city exploring Southtown and the story that lies within, you know. It's almost like a mini RPG. You got the online mode where you can play people and friends. And you got your offline mode, which is arcade, practice, and versus, where you can learn your moves and also, too, learn other characters' moves. You got the color edited, which I was so fucking glad they added back. We never had color edited in any Fatal Fury game, or King of Fighters game for that matter. The only one we actually did have was for Soul Calibur for the Dreamcast, to where you can actually edit your whole fighter's persona. I mean, even their sword would look like your fucking outfit. That was fucking cool. And then you got the jukebox. The jukebox is pretty cool because you can actually make your own playlist. You can create your own playlist from not just, the original Fatal Fury, but also to arranged music as well as Art of Fighting, And then you got the PlayStation Store where you're eventually going to get, DLC that's coming in, and that's automatically paid for because you got the first season pass. And then you got the gallery, where you can, see the movie of the game and the artwork and the voices, And this is the first time SNK ever did voice work for this game. Every fighting game they made, from KOF to Art of Fighting to Fatal Fury, it was all in Japanese. Well, now it's in English, and I think that's pretty cool. And a lot of people hate on it. It's, oh, well, they're, how come they can't speak English? Well, it's not about that. It's about the character itself. If they can speak, if that voice actor can speak certain languages, well, obviously they can actually do voice overs. Get over yourself, guys, for real. And then we got settings, where you can go into system settings and take care of things like that, game modes, how you want everything to work out. Well, we're going to go right now to actually offline, and we're going to go to versus mode. And I'm not going to be playing the game because I have played the game about, let's see, I'm Central Standard Time, so I'm in Kansas. It's 12:52, almost 1 o'clock. I've been playing it ever since, 12:30, 1 o'clock this afternoon. So I've been playing it for a while. And we're going to go to the versus mode, the classic versus. And, we're going to go, you can choose one player or two. If I had an extra controller, I only got one. But you can go, just like KOF, you can go right in the middle, or Samurai Showdown. And you can play as far as, CP versus CPU. And I want to choose a stage that looks pretty cool. And I am looking at a stage right now that I actually kind of like. And this stage here looks gritty, and I like it. And we're going to go with it. And here's the character select. We got Salvatore Ganacci. Well, I call him the Pasta King. I call him Salvatore Chicken Parmesan Ganacci. And we're going to choose him just because he's a famous DJ from Switzerland, and supposedly he, wanted to be in this game. He's a SNK fan. He loves Fatal Fury. That's all good. He's kind of following into the things of what famous people do. I don't know why they wanted to do this, but if you read his backstory, he is basically the mentor of Duck King of the original Fatal Fury, and that kind of fits. But the soccer guy, I don't get. So we'll talk about that here in a minute. But we're gonna have him actually not be in the game because I don't want to play him. I think he sucks. I want to go original Fatal Fury characters, and I'm gonna go with Terry Bogard, and I want to use his real bout Fatal Fury attire. And now you can set your SPG, your aspect ratio, which is your SPG. You can set it at the beginning of your life bar, or the middle, or the end. I prefer the end, and because it makes it more challengeable. And then we're gonna choose one of my favorite characters that I've seen online, and I've also played in the betas, and that's Preacher. She is a disciple of Joe Higashi, who's going to be in Season Pass 1, and he will be in the game in the fall. And it's going to be cool. And we got Marco Rodriguez. And, you know, what's really fucked up about him is that, you know, when SNK did Mark of the Wolves, and he was in the game, his name wasn't Marco Rodriguez. It was Kun Soon Butt. Kun Soon Butt. I mean, I'm not saying that's racist. I'm just saying, okay, yeah, he's half black and half Brazilian, but his name is Kun Soon Butt. I mean, did his mom really name him Kun Soon Butt? Come on, man, what the fuck? I mean, his name is Marco Rodriguez. He's awesome. And he studied underneath the Art of Fighting masters in the Art of Fighting, which is a game that SNK needs to bring back, just like this. And then we got B. Jeanette. She was in the original, you know, Mark of the Wolves. And then we got Kevin Ryan, who was in there as well. And we got Hotamaru, who was actually in there. He was just a little kid. Now he's kind of like a little adult teenager. And then we got Billy Kane, of course. And then we got Kim Don-hon, who's one of my favorite characters. And I can't wait. And hopefully, if SNK's smart, they should put his brother in there, his older brother, Jae-hoon. Jae-hoon deserves to be in it. And I'm going to go with Kim Don-hon, because I actually like him. But I like Jae-hoon better, because Jae-hoon is a little bit more, I like that dress right there. That's nice. I like him better than, you know, yeah, I like him better. I like him better than Kim Don. You know, his you know, younger brother. I like Jae-hoon. Jae-hoon is a great fighter. You know, he reminds me of his dad. You know, Don Juan is more electric. You know, he's got electricity type moves. I also like Jae-hoon. Jae-hoon's got, you know, he's got fire moves, you know. Let's get it on.
Hey, come on.
The graphics in this just looks so good.
Come on, let's go.
And for a 2.5D game, it's not bad. It's not bad. And what I've seen online, their SNK is supposed to add in features from Fatal Fury 2 and 3 and Real Bout, where you can go in and out of the background. And that is going to be very fundamental. But hopefully it will be an update that they can get it right now that the game is released. Oh, nice combo. I mean, I'm glad this game is back. Oh, he's in SPG mode now. So he can do a special or an actual hidden gear. A hidden gear is kind of like, wait, you know, I can do this as long as I can get you out of motion. And he did.
Did you expect to?
I mean, by far, this is by far the best sequel ever. You know, I waited almost 26 years for this sequel, but I also waited an extra 2.5 years for it to be done. And oh my God, I love that. It's so fucking awesome. I mean, you know, this game is just, you know, I was talking, you know, I was watching some YouTube videos, and I've been a lot of buzz online about this game that, you know, during, you know, the fighting game tournaments, SNK has already put up $2.5 million. And the winner of the tournament will win $1.5 million. And that is very, very, very incredible. And we're going to rematch on this. That's very fucking incredible. I mean, whoever can master this game and you win $1.5 million, man, I want to shake your hand, dude. I want to be your friend. I don't want no money from you. I want you to be my friend and support me. Yep. But that's kind of asking for money. And I'm not that type of guy. You know, if I can't do it on my own, I don't need your money. You know, I just love what everybody does, man. And hey, more power to you, brother or sister, you know, because there's females out there in the gaming world, and they get disrespected on certain shit because they're better than us. Well, you know what? That's what they do. Wow, that's nice. And I love the mechanics of this game. You know, it just, you know, how long the matches last and who can turn out to be the victor. And it's so great. And I love Kim Don-won. You know, Kim Don-won is awesome. You know, like I said, you know, everybody, you know, is hating on Jae-hoon, you know, his older brother, but I would love to see Jae-hoon because Jae-hoon and him would work together perfectly. Yep. But I like Don-won because he's such a fucking versatile character. And I love his dive kick. His dive kick is just awesome. He can do an upper dive kick and a down low dive kick, especially if you're jumping. Okay, Terry's in SPG, but Don-won, he's almost towards there. Oh shit. Uh-oh, he's in SPG now. Okay, now it's a survival of the fittest. Who's just gonna win it? Oh, Don-won. Yep. See ya, Terry. And Terry seems like he's the fucking punching bag of this whole fucking game. And we're gonna switch characters. We're gonna go to character select. And we're gonna stay on the same stage for right now. And I'm gonna keep Don-won. I'm gonna keep Kim Don-won. You know, I like him. I think he's pretty cool. You know, I like his moves. Everybody talks shit about him in the beginning, but I think he's a really unique character. You know, he has his own style and he can do what he wants to do, you know. And everybody was saying, who's this mystery character? Everybody was asking me, who's the mystery character? Well, that's actually Geese Howard. I've already seen the video. It's been leaked on Facebook. I seen it earlier today, earlier this morning, or yesterday morning, and yeah. Now we can have Don-won going up with Cristiano Ronaldo, the soccer player, or we can have him go up against Salvatore Fettuccine Gunacci. And my choice is I'm going to go with Ronaldo. And the reason why is because he's a famous soccer player. Okay, big fucking deal. You know, I don't care. He doesn't belong in the game. You know, neither one of them do. You know, it should be about Fatal Fury. But Ronaldo has a close tie with SNK and all of his games, and you know, he's the famous soccer player, and I don't know what the hell Guido Salvatore has. I don't know. I don't know if it's a conspiracy. I think it's just something that I don't know. But this here is a fight that I've been wanting to see.
Come on, let's go. Let's have some fun. For the
And a lot of people say, "Oh, it makes sense." You know,
One.
he's famous. You know, so what if he's famous? But what is he doing in Southtown? What is his story? What is both of their stories? I researched it, and it's like, I know about Salvatore. He is actually a mentor to Duck King, who should have been in the fucking game in the first place. But Ronaldo, he doesn't fit. He's almost like a cheap player. Wow, that's just, wow. I mean, you know, that's disgraceful to me in some sense. I mean, come on, SNK, you could do better than this. Hell, you could have added, you know, a lot of characters from the SNK universe. You know, especially from the Fatal Fury universe. There's more characters you could have added, and you had to put a fucking soccer player and a fucking DJ that we don't even know nothing about, but everybody loves him. Ain't that a bitch? So we're going down the, SNK's going down the woke hole. The woke hole. They're going down the woke rabbit. Yeah, this is supposed to be a revamp of characters for SNK and for Fatal Fury itself. And to me, I think this is kind of a disrespect to the fans, you know, and to me as a fan of SNK, because I'm a diehard SNK fan, and it's kind of fucking shitty. But the game itself is well balanced, well played out. That's why I like playing Fatal Fury characters in this game, because, you know, I'm not pulling no punches. I'm just gonna speak my mind. I mean, look, he's just kicking balls. You know, he wants to kick his fucking ass, and he wants to play sports. There we go. Yes. Oh, he's in SPG. Yep. Yeah, you're dead. You're done. That's the end of that. You know, I want to keep it Fatal Fury, man. You know, those two guys should have been nothing but DLC. You know, they should have been Season 2 DLC. I mean, you know, you guys already posted the DLC for Season Pass 1, and I already got it downloaded. Why in the fuck would you put those two guys in there? Oh, just to make them fillers? No, you could have had two great characters from the Fatal Fury universe to be in there besides those two guys. Those two guys should have been DLC. Straight up. And I don't understand it, you know. I really don't, you know. And, you know, we're going to go with some other characters here. And I'm going to go with a character that I've been wanting to, I'm going to play. I only played him like a couple of times, and that is Marco Rodriguez. This dude is awesome. I like his style. I like what he does. And he is top notch. And we're going to go with old Salvatore. I got a name for him. You know, his name is Salvatore Ganacci, but I'm going to call him Salvatore Postio Ganacci. But a friend of mine, he just messaged me and said, no, it's Salvatore Chicken Alfredo Ganacci. Salvatore Chicken Alfredo Ganacci. That's your name. And that's what we're going to choose. And we're going to see what you're about, man. I mean, I already seen what you were about on fucking YouTube, and everybody was talking shit, you know. Oh, man, he's cool, you know, he's new. No, I think he's just a joke, to be honest.
Let's party!
He's following the coattails of Ronaldo, and to me, that's what it is. So, who gives a shit? I just hope Marco beats the shit out of him. Because to me, they're nothing but practice dummies.
Feel the power of the Kyokugen fist!
Yep, the Kukuzi fist. Look at that. What the fuck is that shit?
Of that martial melody. Round one. Get ready.
Oh, he's got the drip on, don't he? Yep. But a lot of people say don't estimate him because he's got a fighting style for some reason, and I don't know why. It's just awkward and very fucking weird. I mean, this is weird, dude. This dude is weird. He's the weirdest fighter I've ever seen. I mean, yeah, maybe he's a famous DJ, but God, Jesus Christ, what the fuck? I mean, it's almost like he's trying to do a mid-80s fucking breakdance type shit. Oh, Lord. What the fuck? Dude, your pants should have been split. Oh, thank you, Marco. Kick him in his fucking mouth and make him shut up.
Round two. Get ready. Fight.
There we go. Round two, baby. Come on, brother. Oh, there you go. Nice combo. And I love the just defend, where you can just defend and then wild punish. That is just, you know, bam, 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 bam. Uh-oh, here we go, special gear. Yeah! Fucking A. That's what I'm talking about. Put this dude on ice, man. Fuck this guy. Salvatore Parmesan Cheese Ganucci. You go, Marco. Fuck the motherfucker. Love it. This fucking game is just so fucking great, man. It is. It's awesome. It's awesome as shit. Now we're gonna go with a Fatal Fury character, which we are. We're gonna go with Marco again. This time we're gonna go I'm gonna go his actual gi from Art of Fighting, and he's gonna be level 5 CPU level, and we're gonna have him in the middle this time. And then I'm gonna go with a chick that I like, and I played her during the first and second beta, and that's Preacha. I love Preacha. She is actually a disciple of Joe Higashi, who's going to be in the game because I have the season pass. I got the special edition. I have the first season pass. Joe Higashi, he won't be out until fall. That's probably around, you know, late October, late August, early October. But this summer we're going to get Andy Bogart, who deserves to be in here, and we're going to get Ken Masters from Street Fighter 6. And then in the fall we're going to get Joe Higashi, and in the winter we're going to get Chun-Li from Street Fighter 6. So you're going to get, you know, and then next year we're getting Mr. Big. And Mr. Big, he's from Art of Fighting. He's a big boss that worked for Geese Howard. So I fucking love Preacher. I think Preacher is awesome. You know, she has she was trained by Joe Higashi, and she knows her shit. You know, she knows how to fight. You know, but also too, you know, her final ratio, I like to keep it at the end. And she's a really good fighter, and she's a kind of like a geek. She's a female tech geek. She does this to analyze fighters, so she can learn their moves and kind of counteract them or use them in a specific way. Here we go. And the graphics, I mean, what they did is just, SNK really stepped up to the plate. I mean, you know, Capcom can't talk shit about them no more, you know. And a lot of people were wondering, oh man, you told me Capcom, you know, was in the same city in Japan as SNK. I said, yeah. They were just like Marvel and DC. Marvel and DC are 5 blocks away from each other in Manhattan, New York. And that's literally true. I researched it. They're 5 to 10 blocks away from each other. You know, and the same way with SNK and Capcom. They're 10 blocks away from each other in the same fucking city. Osaka, Japan. They've been competitors forever, you know, and they've hated each other forever. But they worked together for a long time. And now the feud is kind of, you know, hey man, come on, let's work together, man. You know, SNK has their own formula when it comes to fighting games. So does Capcom. But when you mix those two together, it makes a beautiful combination. And I cannot wait, you know, to see Chun-Li and Ken Masters in Season Pass 1, you know. Because that's going to bring some dynamic to all these characters that are in this game. And she just did a hell of a combo. Fuck. Oh yeah, she fucked him up. Damn, come on Marco. Oh man, she beat his ass. Oh fuck, she beat him. You go girl. I like Preacher. I think Preacher's an awesome character. Now we're gonna go to menu. And I'm going to go into this set right here, and just for, you know, obvious reasons, I want to try episodes of Southtown. And the reason why is because it's something different, and it's going to go with the story. But I will have to do this at a later time, because it is actually a story. So, hey, get back with me here in about